welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie, The Flash. It is the newest addition and second to last film to the DCEU as we know it, before things get revitalized under the new direction from James Gunn and Peter Safran. Sure, these movies aren't exactly everyone's cup of tea, but I highly enjoyed Man of Steel, the first Wonder Woman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Everything else to me I thought was just meh. Eagerly so, I went into this movie with an open mind, and I'm ready to talk about it. The movie story follows Barry Allen, who uses his super speed to change the past, but his attempt to save his mother creates a world without superheroes, and General Zod has returned. In order to defeat him, his only hope rests in the hands of a retired Batman, another Barry, and an imprisoned Kryptonian. You know what? I really enjoyed this movie. It was a nice little surprise because maybe I went in with little to no expectations and I was completely baffled by how good the movie actually was. It finally gave us the origin story to this version of Barry Allen, and the movie went on to do its own thing that's very entertaining to say the least. While the movie itself is great and all, I just don't understand the hype for it being the greatest comic book movie as it's claimed to be, because clearly I didn't think it was. Sure, it doesn't go without saying that the movie does have issues, and of course I'll get to that later. For now, I want to talk about the amazing things that the movie has to offer, whether it be the visionary direction, a wonderful written story, dazzling special effects and cinematography, top-notch acting, and super fun action scenes. I have to say that I really appreciated the direction from Andy Muschietti. Obviously, he was the best choice for director, and his vision for this movie was just truly astounding. If you're not familiar with his work, he also did other movies such as It, Chapters 1 and 2, and also another well-known horror flick from 2013, Mama. I like the fact that he made this movie in particular with his own innovative and visionary style, even though it does connect with the other DCEU films. As for the story itself, it is inspired by the Flashpoint comic book, and the movie lends itself with a very compelling story from beginning to end. With a tremendously written script, we do get some fascinating character development for Barry Allen, and some rather hilarious comedy shticks that provide laughs aplenty. While I enjoyed the visual storytelling for the most part, I will say that the movie lost me during the last act or so. It's not that I didn't understand it, because it was straightforward, but I just think it was a bit too much in my opinion. When it comes to the superpowered titular character, Ezra Miller was absolutely fantastic in the role of Barry Allen. If you haven't kept up with the news regarding the actor's actions with the law recently, you may want to read up on it because it's pretty alarming. I won't go into details because it's pretty extensive, but I will say that it may alter your perception of Ezra Miller. If you can somehow manage to overlook all that, Ezra's acting capability as a Flash was pretty phenomenal to say the least. It was neat seeing two different versions of Barry Allen, which coerced Ezra Miller to portray the character in a way that is both insufferable and matured. Seeing the vast range being displayed by the actor was quite the interesting feat, even during the film's more emotional beats. I will say that this is an absolutely beautiful looking film. When compared to the other DCEU movies, the film's cinematography is vibrantly colorful and makes for a fun kaleidoscopic adventure with some well-framed shots. The CGI visual effects are good for the most part of the film, until the last act or so where there is a big noticeable dip in quality. I don't know what happened during the latter part of the movie, but I don't understand how it got past quality control because it does not look good at the slightest. As one would guess, the many action scenes were very exhilaratingly fun to watch. You can probably imagine how much I enjoyed the movie, judging from how much I was grinning from ear to ear the whole time. As someone that grew up with Michael Keaton's Batman, I was thoroughly enthralled with his long-awaited comeback as the Caped Crusader in this movie. Not gonna lie, but he's one of the main reasons I wanted to see this movie. I'm not too entirely familiar with Supergirl, but I will say that I was highly impressed with her character and how Sasha Calle portrayed the role amazingly so. With all them fighting alongside together, this was definitely one awesome superhero movie. I did enjoy Michael Shannon reprising the villainous character of General Zod from 2013's Man of Steel once again, but thematically speaking, I think the character doesn't quite match well with the movie. However, I do think it's a missed opportunity to not have Reverse Flash as the main bad guy. On another note, there are some special surprise cameo appearances that really don't add much of anything else to the movie, aside from the fact that it's just for the sake of fan service with no eventual payoff. Other than that and everything else I discussed earlier, this is still a very entertaining movie. Overall, The Flash is an ambitiously exciting multiverse adventure that is easily one of the better entries in the DCEU that will subvert expectations. There are some mid and post-credit scenes, so make sure to stick around after the movie's over. Even though this movie's about as good as it can get, there's still plenty of room for improvement. I give this movie an A-. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.